Okay, welcome to the next lesson, which is going to be developing those brainstorming ideas with more detail. Task 6B is in your slideshow. So in the last lesson, you did some quick shape, color, and some simple annotations for some of your ideas. And now we want to take that and we want to create larger sketches that are going to give us more detail. So we're going to go to 1 page per sketch. So think of your sketchbook, you're going to center your product in the center of 1 page. It's going to be more color. I realize here I didn't color this full in because the black felt would have interfered with some of the details I was putting in here, like these measurements and the conductive thread and the LEDs. So I pointed to the black felt and colored a little bit of it. Also, you might have some additional views. So if yours is a stuffed animal or it's got a latch or a hook, something on the back of it, you might want to show the back of it as well. Big difference between, obviously, besides the larger sketch, is the amount of annotations that these sketches will have. You can see here, you can put a sentence or two to just describe what your design does and how it functions, who it's for, the measurements for the main parts, point to the main parts of your design and label them, key materials, basic construction methods, and the basic tools that you might need. This is acceptable here. We're looking for a range of feasible design ideas using appropriate mediums, which is the sketching, and annotations, which can correctly be interpreted by others. So we're looking at least for 3 of these to get in the higher band. Your sketch does matter, and the amount of annotations does matter. Want to see how to develop the sketch? You can follow some of these basic sketching instructions. Create like a bounding box, which is just the outer dimensions of the product. Use really light lines at first and then fill in some details. Then I go ahead and color it, and then I come back with a Sharpie or a pen or heavier pencil markers to kind of like do the outlining. Okay, so what I was saying though, if you have 3 designs that cover all of these key components, it would be in that higher level. Just make sure that you're going through and checking off all of these details. So let's look at a couple of examples here in the slideshow. Here we have 3 ideas that are colored and have parts labeled. I think there is 1 measurement over here, but it is missing quite a few of the required annotations that would put them in the level 7-8. Here's another example. They've got color, you can see where the battery is and the LEDs are and where the conductive thread is, but not much more information, so they're missing some of this information here. Again, 3 of them like this would be in the 5-6 range. If you prefer to draw the sketch and then maybe label some of the parts, but when you take a picture of it, you want to use a text box to discuss some of the other things that are required, that is perfectly acceptable. Here again, I think if you had 3 with this amount of information on it, it would be in that level 7-8. Got color, you can see the circuitry, it's showing the back, showing how it would function on the backpack. There's a description, and most of the parts and materials are discussed. Okay. So just again, go back to this slide, kind of go down here and make sure you're covering all of the requirements